So I thought this would be fun just to do a little bit of charts today whilst news candles are happening, just so you guys can see what can happen with news if you're in any trade. So I've been waiting for OddCAD. So as you can see, the 130 news candles come all the way down to here, look. Cleaned all these fair value gaps, hit that 5 minute bankers candle. Bob's your uncle had a little sweep above, look, and a sweep below. Ooch. So now all I'm waiting for that is for it to come back into alignment to trade it. AU, there's a couple of nice trades on here. I didn't take them though. We've got breaches down here, crossovers, but didn't like the look of any of this price action. This was my first 21 touch. However, I have a rule that candle's got to close above the 9 EMA. Second touch on it did look. So that one's closed above. That would have been a lovely little trade pre-news, but it's pre-news. Do you know what I mean, guys? So we go a bit easy. What's this one? Oh, that was the Euro Chef this morning. So had a look on that. I think some of you guys, I know I was doing a live actually, funny enough, over on TikTok this morning. And Jonathan shouted this one. Nice rejection candle for 248. That's a decent crossover. It has actually candle bodies taken out these candle bodies. You wouldn't have got your pullback on this. I traded that off a 9 EMA. Just really like the look of that. Hence me going in that. I only take one retouch. So one retouch I like within that one. Just didn't like that one. So equals. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, this one's cleared this candle. So that was a little Euro Chef. I had a target on the 1 hour over to the left, which it's literally hit to the pip above it. So I like to leave a little bit I always leave a little bit of spread because you can get taken out like that. Look at this news candle. That's my other trade for the morning. This candle, normally, as you guys know, I'm a bit of a candle jumper, but I didn't actually have anything to give me a diagonal line. So I just took this as it was a break. This was a retest candle, but I wait for a candle to close. Bit of a big candle, we'll say big candle. One pip stop loss, not massive, is it? But again, target was here. So I was a bit cheeky with that one. I just grabbed it. Could have been taken out of that. Look, it's come back in. That would have been your retest. So this would have been your retest. Look, these candles would have come back in here. So I sort of preempted my retest. Lee will probably give me a slap on the wrist for that one. That's me. As we say, I'm a little bit more gung-ho with how I trade. Manipulation on this as well. Look, it's hitting this area. I was waiting for this one to go down earlier, but it looks like it's going to have a push up for the minute. So just wait till news is finished. Give it like, I don't know, half hour. Wait till sort of 2 o'clock, let it all settle, and then see where you're going with this. It's interesting, isn't it, having a look over news. That freaking thing at 20 past 10 this morning as well. There was a bit of a push for some reason. So I have no interest in this whatsoever until it's cleared this whole candle, one way or the other. Not touching up a greasy spoon today. I just watched this one drop as well. This started thumping and then look, had its big old, this is why we don't trade near news, guys. Big old cleanup candle, look. So again, don't know if this is going to go bearish or bullish today. Let's have a look. Where's that sweat? Let me just put a line on that. We'll see what that's. Just going to see what that has interacted with. There's normally a reason. What we got? Oh, there we go. It's taken these out. What is that in? Here's an area of support. I wonder what that is on the 4 hour, just out of curiosity. I do like a nose. Can you see, look, let's hit this. So it's taken that out. What are we over here? Banker's candle just below this been in. It is pretty much an area, look, area of support and resistance there. Not that we teach that. I'm just nosy. I like to know what's what. But this, if this has a little push, pull back, go, you have got room, look, to trade this into this area, probably into this area. So we'll see where that wants to go. It looks like it's on a bearish run at the minute, to be honest. So I'm going to keep an eye on USD CAD later. I am going to need this now though, based on how I trade this strategy. I want this to have a deep pullback, at least that 21. I prefer it to go through a Bollinger Band, to be honest, and then drop. So I'm going to trade that one with caution. Oh dear God, a candle on that one. USD Chef. Wait for this to come into alignment, guys. Just let it show you what it's doing. Chef and CAD these two do tend to follow each other, but they haven't been totally lately. So just again, we've caught, oh, God, blimey, look at that. So again, you could say this is a Bollinger Band breach, but I want to cross down, cross up. So that's what I'll be looking on GU if I'm going to trade that. Where's that off to? Where's that off to? Just have a look on the 1 hour. Just out of curiosity. What's that coming into? Slap bang in here at the minute, look. Has got nice room to push up to sort of this area. This area up here. So it's got a good room to move. Where is it at the minute? Sorry, where was that? Let's just have a look. Was that already up at that area? Oh, it's already up there, look. So we're already in what we call an extreme. So just play this one with caution because we're at an extreme point. Look, it's a big mountain top. So it's what we call the extreme point. Can you see this whole move down, look? So it's the top of that and it's actually sat in it at the minute. So it could go up, could like go up, down, up, down, up, down for a bit while it's in that space. So just with caution if you're trading GU. Has had a bloody good sweep of that area though, look. Yeah, just a bit of caution on that. Let it clear the candles. Yeah, just let price action clear. Same here. Top of this, top of that, bottom of that. There you go. We've looked at JPY. What's the chef's up to? All these shift. I've only got these marked up. I didn't trade all these this morning. I was just marking them up to chuck in the group. So you can see different looks. These candles, they're a decent, that's a decent candle coming into, that's a decent Bollinger Band breach. You know we like these type of candles. That one looks like a firework, you know, them little rocket stick fireworks actually. Quite like that. So that's a decent candle to then lead into this. The only thing that would bother me about this is if you're trading these candles, I mean, it's 3.6 pip stop, so it's not really big in the big scheme of things, is it? But you want to be covering the cross with your stop loss and then at least 50% of that fair value gap in case it tucks back in. So just if you're trading those crosses, remember we use more structural stop losses than tight stop losses. Let's have a look at the odds and CADs. Same thing on this. You could call that a breach. So I'd want a 21 pullback on this one for me now. Again, trade with caution. What's that running into? Let's just have a look on the 1 hour. Lee Baldwin, this is what I'm saying, just have a nose. If you've got no local traffic that you can see that you're running into, just have a look on the 1 hour and see what what you're heading into. If it clears all this, it's going to drop down to this next point down here. So, big drop, needs a pullback to drop again. It's got decent targets down there. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, we're on the 1 hour now. I've got a marker on that already. Looks like that still has a possibility to come down a bit more. Yeah, it's just a mess. Look, wait till it's cleared that candle. That is a mess. Absolute mess. I want price to go above this or below this, and then I'll look at trading that. Just a handy little tip, same as what we look at with Asian opens and that if they do things like that. We're always just a bit more cautious of the candles. Now, if this clears down, it's already breaching at the moment, but you'd want this to clear down here. Possibly a little bit lower on GN if you trade it. Spreads are big on GN though. So a little bit more of a pullback and then a cross up. It should head for the top of that candle anyway, in theory. In theory. So there's a little looky at charts this morning. Just gonna clear off all my gold, right? So if any of you as well, if you're seeing me and Lee trading gold, and there's a couple of other traders that I know do trade it, but they know charts. Gold does not move with this strategy. This strategy was not designed for gold, right? You'll see nice crosses and stuff, but I tend to take very clean Bollinger Band breaches crosses and then one retest. That's all I take. I would not advise, and I know Lee wouldn't either, we wouldn't advise any new traders trading gold because gold will trade to levels. So you might think you get, a good look, but targets are very specific on gold and it will reverse and react off of very specific targets and it can wipe you out totally. So if you are a new trader, or you're not a gold trader, please avoid using this strategy on it, just for the simple fact that you will end up with no accounts left. You really won't. So that's a little looky at the charts. Enjoy your trading day. Be careful. Let these candles clear. And happy days.